Well, hello guys. This is Butch and I'm back here out here at the garden. My little channel is Homesteading with Butch. I hope y'all will tune in, and probably ain't the best videos, but it's my true life. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing at the garden this year. See, I ain't got a whole lot planted. I got some tomatoes over here. They're trying to grow. This is the third time I planted tomatoes because they kept getting too cold and dying. It's been a weird year for a garden. Over here I got all my tubs. They're trying to grow. Between the weather and the bugs, it just now seems like it's getting warm enough to start growing stuff. You see these bigger plants. I bought the plants at the store. Got some grass growing in my garden, my tubs. I bought these bigger plants at the store. These are some of my seeds. Well, this year, last few years, I've had this drip irrigation here. I got some potatoes growing. You'll see them down here. I've had this little flat tape that I put under the ground, and it missed water out that way. And I've been having these self-wicking tubs. They work pretty good, but I want to help them out a little bit where it'd make it easier on me, where I didn't have to water. So you can see the little seeds I planted. They're going pretty good. Those were seeds. This was one I bought at the store. I don't know, I had one down in that pot this morning. Some kind of little worms got it. I say it's now getting warm enough for the bugs to come out, and I'm just now getting my garden started. So I don't know how good garden we're going to have this year. We'll see. But anyway, had that drip tape. Now I went and bought this little drip emitter for my tubs. So you can see it's dripping water there out underneath them. Yeah, these are self-wicking tubs, but I still have to give them a little water on the top because I don't know how far the roots really go down. But you can see, got this little 1-inch pipe here. This is a little 1/4-inch tubing and got a little emitter. That little emitter there is a gallon per minute, I think. So it means I won't have to water long. But I did them in all my tubs. And how I attached them was, I went and drilled me a couple holes here. Got me a wire tie, tied the 1/2 inch to the tub itself. Then I drilled me a hole for my emitter and got it right in there. We'll see how it works this year. Costs you a little money to get started, but once you get it going, it'll be ready for next year. You know, trying to figure out all this stuff. Ain't nobody in my family was a gardener ever taught me anything about gardening, but we're trying. That's some more potatoes. I planted 1 row of potatoes, and I had enough to put 3 tubs. My potatoes last year, my tubs didn't grow very good, so I'm gonna try it again, just to see what happens. This is another one I bought at the store, but I don't know if they're gonna make it. There's some cucumbers I planted about a week and a half ago. Same thing with these squash. No, it's been almost 2 weeks ago. Well, these are some peppers I bought at the store. They're not doing very good. I don't think they're gonna make it. Everything I bought at the store is just, I guess it got some kind of disease or something. See, that one it ain't gonna make it. I don't know what's going on with it. I got some more planted over here. Everything that's small is what I planted out of seeds, but all this big stuff, this one looks pretty good. It's what I bought at the store and planted. Now my tomatoes, I never did have any seeds come up, so I had to buy them. I bought them, that's the 3rd time I bought them and planted them. So we'll see what they do. I'll show you. I got some more seed trays planted over here with my corn and some squash and some peppers. I know it's late in May, but man, our weather ain't even got up in the 90s yet, so you can see I got a bunch. This is gonna be some corn. That's some lavender plants, and this is all different kinds of stuff. I just planted them 2 days ago, so we'll see what comes up, and I'll replace all these. See what comes up in those trays, and I'll replace all these plants that die. So let's see. I'll show you what I'm doing, how I'm doing this, and then I'll get off here and let you go on about your day. Okay, so you can see this pot. That's one I just took that plant out of. So we're gonna take this straw out of there. I might have to go get some mulch instead of using this straw. It might be attracting bugs, I don't know. Take that straw out there and get it out of the way. Let's try to do that to keep it a little bit moisture. But here's what I've been doing. I got this little 1/4 inch. There's a 100-foot row in there, and I got it set in a 5-gallon bucket. So I sit down on this 5-gallon bucket that my 1/4 inch is in. I kind of look at it, see where I want my hole. Let's see. And I'll take this drill right here. I don't know what size bit it is, just enough to get that 1/4 inch in there. I'll take it and I'll drill my hole in there. Now these tubs here got holes in the bottom. I used them last year for my potatoes. So I'll take that and see, put it in that hole. I'll put it out quite about in the middle. And then I'll take this emitter. Just one of the little emitter, a stand. Let me get it cut off, the cap. I'll take this little stand. I'll put that little 1/4 inch tubing in that stand right there. Put the cap on it to keep it from coming out. And then I'll just stand it up about middle ways of that pot. And that'll drip right down in there. I'll plant me some more stuff when those seeds come over here. Then I'll come over to this side. Come over this side, get it where it's sitting about straight. Okay, so I got this little rainbird kit. You see that little rainbird? Well, these are a gallon per minute. I think these are 2 gallons per minute emitters. That's about a 1/2 gallon per hour. I probably could use them, but that's all right. I got this little insert tool. You take this little end, that's the end your tubing goes to. It's got that little pointed end, that's a self-piercing end. Take it and put it up here on the tubing. And I got the water on it, makes it a little easier on me. I kind of just work it back and forth until it gets in there. And that's it. Then I take my little holes and measure it off. Got me some little cutters right here. Just cut it off. And put the holes in there. Push it all together, real simple. Costs a little bit to get started. Especially when you buy too much of the wrong stuff and have to go back. But you can see how it started dripping. That's all I've done on all these. I'm gonna get all these, but these are cucumbers. I'm gonna put them out there in the garden and run some emitters in them and put some cattle panels on top of them, let them run those cattle panels if they get growing. So that's about all I got today, folks. I hope the video is good enough for y'all to see what was really how I did it. I don't know, it's just what I'm doing. I ain't no expert. I try to grow a garden every year. Some years it does good. This year has not been the best year. I don't know why. The weather's been kind of tough. Hadn't really got warm yet to plant in the ground. We're just out, this week is just now the week that it's getting the warmest for us to plant. I planted a bunch of seeds earlier, none of them grew. It never really got warm enough. I think you really need a greenhouse to get started and all that. I appreciate y'all for joining in and hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.